Wendy mi gente, welcome back to my channel. The Sephora sale is still happening for another couple of days, so I figured I would show you what I bought at the Sephora sale because I bought a lot of shit. So we're gonna get into it in no particular order. Let's go. All right, first up is a new product. This is the Rhode Beauty Peptide Eye Prep Under Eye Patches. These are really good. They are similar to the topicals under eye patches, which I did restock. These serve different purposes. So the Rhode eye patches are for depuffing and they have a cooling effect. The topicals under eye patches are for brightening and they also have a cooling effect. They're similar in terms of texture, so they both will stick on under your eyes, leave them on for 10 to 15 minutes, but overall in terms of formula, they do serve different purposes. I have loved the topicals one for a very long time. You know that if you've watched my videos. The Rhode one is a new like, I have to say these are worth it. Next up is a restock. This is a refill of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Pressed Powder in the shade medium. So I buy the refill because it's a couple dollars less than buying the whole compact again. But the Charlotte Tilbury Pressed Powder, baby, this is an OG. I mean, I don't know how you could go wrong with the Charlotte Tilbury one. Staying on the Charlotte Tilbury train, I did buy this little duo of the Flawless Mini Setting Spray. This is my big size one, which as you can see, I'm currently running low on. I'll have a mini to keep with me when I travel, but I am just gonna take the other mini that's in here and fill it up with this because this little duo was actually cheaper than buying a whole big one of this. You see, even when I'm spending money, I'm still being conscious consumerism, okay? That's what we need. I bought the Kiehls Ultra Facial Cream. This is a little gift set, so it comes with the regular size of 1.7 fluid ounces, and then you get a mini also. And I just got this instead of getting the refill packs or just the regular size, you know, 1.7 ounce one, because this duo was the same price as just the regular size. So I figured I might as well just get the duo. Another restock is the dieux Deliverance Serum. You know her, you love her. She shall deliver you. That is the motto. However, she does have a little competition now. This is a new product that I bought. This is the aestura atobarrier hydracera HA serum. It's a serum to enhance the skin barrier and provide hydration. Both of these are ceramide packed hydrating serums, okay? This one specifically is to help target dark spots, fine lines, and wrinkles. You know, it's got a really great powerhouse of peptides. However, this one by Aestura, I think I'm saying that right, Aestura, I'm not sure, is meant to help hydrate your skin barrier while also fighting fine lines, wrinkles, but it doesn't mention anything about dark spots. So it's mostly just meant to be a hydrating serum that also helps, you know, with fine lines, wrinkles, all that jazz. But I wanted to try this. This is Korean Beauty, which we all know is top tier, right? Very popular right now. But also, this was half the price of my dieux Deliverance Serum. The price point of some of these products really starts to bring into question, is it really worth it for me to spend $70 on 1 ounce of a serum? This is also 1 ounce, but it was literally half the price. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted. This was also a new product I wanted to try. These are the Summer Fridays Jetlag Eye Patches. Save your money, they suck. These eye patches are gel. Like, they say they're non-slip, but they are. They are no better in texture than a $5 eye patch you would buy off Amazon. Like, it does slip. It's also not easy to put on. It's in, like, I don't want to open another one because I have to return this, but it's not easy to put on either. You have to like open this little plastic container and then it's got like paper in between them, but then it's slippery. It's not, if you're looking to try an under eye patch, go with the topicals or the Rhode Beauty. Next up is a restock product. This is the Topicals Hydrating Moisturizer. Topicals Hydrating Moisturizer in Can't Believe It's Like Butter. This is a restock for me. I'm gonna show you my current one, okay? I love this moisturizer. As you can see, look, I used the whole bottle, okay? The whole thing. I'm squeezing for my life up here, all right? This is a moisturizer I typically use on an off night when I'm not using retinol. So I am skin cycling. I have been skin cycling for going on 1.5 years, 2 years. And retinol is a very potent derivative of vitamin A. And so when I'm not using it, I typically want to keep my skin nice and calm, keep my skin not irritated. Not only does this calm the skin, but it is so hydrating. If you're somebody who struggles with, you know, maybe eczema or just like dry patches, or, you know, for me sometimes after I get a pretty intense facial where they've, you know, done serious exfoliating, my skin's a little bit sensitive. Using this moisturizer for a day or two after that keeps my skin calm and keeps those benefits going because it is very hydrating. Next up is a new product. This is the eadem Le Chouchou Lip Softening Balm. Actually, let's try this now together. Eadem lip products I've heard really good things about. I haven't heard anybody say anything negative about these, so let me just, ooh, really love the applicator. Look at that, love that. Get a little gloss on here. Ooh, that's nice. She's a little thick, not gonna lie, but it's not sticky. I don't smell a fragrance. Is this supposed to have a fragrance? I don't think it does. I don't smell anything, but it's advertised as an ultra cushioning lip treatment with hydrating benefits of a balm and the high sheen of a gloss to gently exfoliate dry lips and instantly soften. It has peptides, hibiscus enzymes, African mongogo oil, Brazilian acai butter, and moringa oil. Yeah, I'll leave this on. It's just a clear gloss, but honestly, it feels great. So we'll see how it dries down. Next up is another restock. This is the Summer Fridays lip balm in iced coffee. I talked about this in my last video. This one is, listen, this one is empty. Look, you can, and I said this in my last video, the iced coffee one, top tier. Although when I was in store, I did smell the toasted marshmallow one. That's a close second. That's a close second. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't pick that one up though, because we don't need multiples. You know what I mean? That being said though, Lord knows I am a whore for a good lip gloss, okay? And I make no apologies about that. Also, if you didn't know, Summer Fridays has this cool trade-in program where if you trade in 5 empty products, I think they give you a $25 credit on their website. So I've just been saving my empties. I've got 3 now, 2 to go. Moving on, I got another F4 brush from Makeup by Mario. This brush is so good, y'all. If you haven't gotten one, you should. I'm sorry, it really is that good. I have several of these already, but I had to get another one because I needed it just based off of the products that I use. It is really that good. It's a great travel brush, specifically for cream products. So I'll use one side to put on, you know, my cream bronzer. The other side I'll use to put on cream blush. Sometimes I'll use it, you know, for eyeshadow if I just don't really want to try that hard. Use a little extra bronzer on the eyes and there you go. But it is really that good. Next up is a restock. This is the Kosas Cloud Set. I am in the shade Comfy. They used to sell the minis, but I didn't see them in Sephora. I don't know if you can only get them on the Kosas website now. I don't know. This is a talc-free pressed powder, and I'm gonna show you guys on camera. It is just so blurring. Like, pores where did my pores go? Wait, it kind of took my blush off. Let me let me just go back in with a little bit of blush real quick. A little on my nose, why not? A couple touch-ups on camera, no big deal. I do my best to put everybody onto this powder. Absolutely love it. They also have multiple shades. Like this powder, the Charlotte Tilbury powder, and the Huda Beauty powders are my top favorites. And if you're like, Ariana, why do you have more than one powder? It's because I have needs. Staying on the powder train, however, I did buy a new powder and I love it. I really do. This is the Dior, what is it? The Dior Forever Nude Matte Filter in the shade medium, 3 medium. This one is a little expensive. This was like $54, I want to say. The packaging though is top tier. Like, she's a little heavy. This isn't plastic, like this is metal. This is a very nice compact powder. I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but for 2 years, the Dior pressed powders have not been on the Sephora app. I also haven't been able to find them on Dior's website. So for the last couple of years, I've actually held on to my pressed powders because I think they discontinued them for a little while. I can finally let these babies rest, you know? But in terms of formula, I have to say it's a little bit more buttery and I really like it. In terms of color shade, right? These are both 3 medium. You can't see that. That's how good of a color match it is. You can't even see it. I do really like this formula. I'm gonna put it on for you on camera, do a little touch up. So I have the Kosas over here. I'll do a little powder over here. This one from Dior does have a fragrance. Most of their products have a fragrance. But I will say, as somebody who has sensitive skin, I've been using this for a couple of days now and I haven't had any irritations or any issues. I'm gonna keep using it, see if maybe something comes up just to be safe, but so far, as a sensitive skin girly, I haven't had any issues with the fragrance in this. But yeah, you could see, same thing, pores where, like both of these powders, the Kosas and the Dior, top tier. Take a quick little coffee break. Let's talk about the Sephora collection for a second because I did get a couple of products from the Sephora collection. The first couple being the Sephora 8-hour lip liners. These are so freaking good. The Sephora collection is 30% off for everybody, so there are some really, really good finds in there. This first one is Rosewood Mood, and these are kind of like a gel. It's supposed to be transfer proof, so I'm just gonna rub this. Pretty good. You can see, hasn't moved. So that was Rosewood Mood. This next one is Cinnamon Brown, which I'm actually gonna put on. It's just such a creamy, I don't know if I could put this on over my lip gloss, but I'm gonna try. Okay, yeah, that added a little bit of depth to the lip. So that was Cinnamon Brown. And then the last one is Marvelous Mauve, which is more of like a pinky nude color. Those are such a good deal. Absolutely love those. And that's coming from somebody who normally buys the Makeup Forever lip pencils and the Makeup by Mario lip pencils. Those are also great. And the Makeup by Mario ones are worth the price because on the flip side of it, of the pencil, you actually get a little brush to blend. But I really love these Sephora collection ones. The next product from the Sephora collection that I got is their 71 Pro Concealer Brush. This is the one that's almost like a cat paw. I'll show you what I mean. So it is kind of like a cat paw. There's different types of concealer brushes. I do really love this one. I have several others of that I like a little collection, okay? But this is another Sephora collection brush that I've had. This is the 57, and this one is just like a regular fluffy brush. But the one I bought is the 71, the Pro Concealer. It is really great for full coverage. So if I just know that's what I want for my concealer, that's why I'm using this brush. The fluffier one is for if I'm okay with just light coverage. For example, if I'm just wearing a tinted sunscreen and I want a little concealer, this is the brush that I'll use for that because I don't necessarily need full coverage. Wait, I took the lip gloss off because I actually really like this Cinnamon Brown liner. I want to do more of this. Maybe like fill out the lip a little bit more. And these are always my favorite lip combos, when I just have like a bit of a deeper liner and then a clear gloss. So actually I'm gonna do that and then the Summer Fridays lip balm right over it, because the iced coffee one is a light beige, so you get a very, very light tint. Gorgeous. Okay, next up is a new product. This is the dieux Ethereal Facial Cleansing Oil. If you are not already, you should be doing a double cleanse at night. If you're wearing sunscreen every day, you should be doing a double cleanse at night. I was very hesitant to start double cleansing, and what a double cleanse is when you go in with an oil cleanser first, right? And then you go in with your regular cleanser. So for me, I have been using the Bioderma cleansing oil. I also really like the CeraVe facial cleansing oil to go in, take off my makeup, my sunscreen, and then I'll go in with my regular cleanser, which is the La Roche-Posay. It's like that milky one. But I really wanted to try the dieux Ethereal Facial Cleansing Oil because I've heard and seen from other influencers that you only need a very, very little bit of this in order for this to be effective. So I'm excited to try this out. If you're somebody who's interested in a double cleanse, you don't necessarily have to start with a product like this. You could start with something like the CeraVe facial oil. I'll leave that linked down below also in the Shop My Favorite link in the description below. Okay, I need another coffee break. So I needed a new bronzer. I have basically finished my Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick. This is in the shade Medium Dark. I love this, but she's at her end. And so I wanted to go back to something else. I love the Makeup by Mario one, 100%. But for my wedding, the makeup artist actually used the Rare Beauty Effortless Bronzing Stick in the shade Happy Soul. And that's actually what I'm wearing today. I do really love the formula of this. It's very buttery, very emollient, has a lot of slip to it. But because of that, you have to set this down with a powder. Like if you're just putting this on, it's gonna get patchy later on in the day because this is very, very slippery. The reason I do love the Makeup by Mario one though is because it is more of a matte finish. So if you're somebody who doesn't necessarily want a powder, you could use the Makeup by Mario one. Just use a little setting spray and you'd be fine. But I do really love this. I'll swatch this shade for you. This is Happy Soul. And it doesn't require a lot of work to blend, truly. Like it's very, very easy to work with. I have been wanting to toy with contour a little bit. I used to back in my 2016 days. I used to use contour and bronzer like heavily. After I did my color season analysis last year, I actually stopped using contour. And the reason being is that because I have warm undertones, a contour actually can wash me out. Because contour has more of a gray color to it. Bronzer obviously has more of a warm, more neutral tone to it. So this is a new product for me. This is the Westman Atelier Face Trace Contour Stick, and this is in the shade Biscuit. I did get the mini, and the mini was, I don't know, like $26. How does this work? Oh, okay, so you move it up like that. You can see my bronzer. My bronzer is pretty warm. This is meant to be, yeah, you could already tell. Like this is pretty warm and this is cool toned. So for me personally, I would really just like to do, you know, maybe a little contour there. Where's my brush? And just add a little more definition to my face moving forward. I probably didn't need to do this over my already completed makeup, but yeah, you can kind of see, right? Like you already see like that contour to the cheek a little bit. Okay, well now I have to do the other side. You only need a little. Even do my nose, contour my nose a little bit. Going with my Patrick Ta nose contour brush. I love this. So yeah, just wanted to try out a little bit of contour. I'm glad I went with the lighter shade. The shade Truffle was a bit warmer for a contour. I feel like Biscuit is a true contour with a gray undertone. So excited to use this as part of my routine. You guys, I'm tired. It's getting dark out. This next product is also new to me and I really wanted to hate it. I wanted to hate it because it's expensive and I was like, dear God, I hope I could just return this. No harm, no foul. Unfortunately, I really love it. And that is the YSL All Hours Hyper Bronzer. This is in the shade 3. First of all, the packaging, immaculate. You get a little mirror up here. This formula is very similar to, I wish I still had it. I think I do. My favorite powder bronzer, the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder bronzer. This is in the shade Saddle. I think this is discontinued because when I tried to find it on the Sephora app, I couldn't find it. Tried to look for this on the ABH website, couldn't find it. So then I was like, all right, well, I need a new bronzer. For my powder bronzers, I think a, you know, shimmery bronzer has its moments, but overall for every day, I do like a bronzer that's more of a satin finish to a matte finish. So I was looking for something that wasn't gonna have glitter, that was, you know, gonna be very natural, but still buttery. And the YSL definitely lives up to the hype, I have to say. Let me take a little on the brush. You wanna blend it into the back of your hand. I'm wearing it today as it is. I was worried that it was gonna pull a little too orange, but it is a nice medium color. I do really, really love this, and I hate that. This next product is a restock. It's the Kosas Revealer Super Creamy and Brightening Concealer. I did look at the Kosas color corrector, but for me personally, I don't really feel the need to have a color corrector and a concealer. I just get a brightening concealer and that works for me. This is in the shade 3.8N. This is such a creamy concealer. If you're somebody who also just has dry under eyes, I just love this concealer so much. You can also manipulate this if you're somebody who would like more light coverage or full coverage. You know, I like a concealer that you can kind of play around with like that. The other concealer that I restocked is the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer. This is in the shade Apricot. This is a full coverage concealer, bitch. I'm wearing her today. This is my OG, but I'm not gonna lie, the L'Oreal Infallible concealers come very, very close, I have to say. You guys, that nose contour eats. Hello? I did get a little fragrance set. This is the Burberry Goddess perfume and the Burberry Her perfume. I smelled these in store and immediately fell in love. I think these fall under warm florals, I want to say, or I don't know. Okay, so this falls under warm and spicy, so warm and sweet gourmands. It has a vanilla infusion, vanilla caviar, and vanilla absolute. So this is a vanilla perfume. Not surprising, I really do love gourmand scents, but the Burberry Her actually is a little bit different. I think this is the one that I was thinking of that's warm florals. Let me look up the description. Okay, so the Burberry Her is more of a fruity floral. Black currant, jasmine accord, white woods, musk, dry amber. This was actually a perfume that I was like, this would smell so good in the club. Can you imagine like being in the club bathroom? I don't know what it's like where you're at, but in Boston, when you go to the club or even a bar, the girls' bathroom is a safe space. It is a communal space. People are sharing gum, they're sharing perfumes, they are braiding each other's hair. You will get the best pep talk you've ever gotten in the girls' bathroom of a Boston bar or club. I think the reason I fell in love with this one was because I was like, this is a club scent. This is a scent I could share in the club with the girls. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely love that. I do think the Sephora sale is a great time to get a perfume because 20% off of $100 something perfume is a really great deal. In my Sephora favorites video, I actually did recommend a couple other scents. If you'd like to take a look at that, I'll leave that linked up here for you. This is kind of new, kind of a restock. So it's the little gift set from Kerastase Paris. You get a mini of the 8-hour Magic Night Serum, and then you get a full size of the Day Serum or oil, I don't know. I talked about this in an earlier empties video months ago. I actually really love this serum. I didn't restock this at the last Sephora sale because it was kind of pricey, and I found a similar one that I really love, but I have to say, I had to go back. I love it. I really love it so much. I got the mini, right? So this is a serum you put on at night. You wake up in the morning, my hair is just luxurious. It is soft, there's no frizz, and it doesn't feel weighed down. It just feels, you know, gorgeous and bouncy, kind of like it is right now. What is new to me though is this elixir. So this full-size elixir retails for $62, and then the mini of this is $30. So if I were to buy these separately, it would have been $90. I think this gift set was like $62, $65, something like that. But I have heard really great things about the Kerastase Elixir Ultime. This is a multi-purpose oil, so it's meant to help with frizz, add shine, but it also serves as a heat protectant for up to 450 degrees. So I am pretty excited to try this out and to use this. Keep you posted on this one. Next is a new product that I'm excited to try. These are the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. So I currently have been using the Dr. Dennis Gross AHA and BHA exfoliating pads, and I've been using them for a very long time at this point, that I currently use the extra strength ones. Because I have upped the percentage of retinol that I'm using, my skin is becoming a little bit more sensitive, and it does take time for your skin to adjust. Based off my research, these are supposed to be much gentler on your skin, and so I'm hoping that pairing a gentle exfoliation with a higher dose of retinol will help my skin adjust. If you are a girl in your 30s, late 20s to 30s, you better start exfoliating, babe, if you want to keep that baby smooth skin. All right, we're almost done. I've got 2 more products to share with you, both of them lip products. This first one is a restock. The last one I'm going to show you is a new product. The restock is the Ole Hendriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Treatment. I just finished the creme brulee one, absolutely adore. And when I was in store, I decided to try the cocoa cream one. Actually, let me put this on my lips. All right, that's a clean lip. So this is the cocoa cream. It does have a little bit of a tint to it. It also just smells delicious, I have to say. Gorgeous, obsessed, happy I bought it. The Ole Hendriksen Peptide Lip Treatment, I have to say, is my #1 recommendation for a lip product. And it has outperformed my Laneige lip glowy balm. This for the longest time was my favorite lip balm. I gifted this to everybody all the time. But the Ole Hendriksen one, I have to say, is 10 times as good. It is a bit of a thicker gloss, but it's not sticky. And it genuinely just leaves my lips feeling so soft. that I just keep going back. All right, the last product, which is new, is the Rhode Peptide Lip Tint. These were so freaking popular in store. I was being mobbed by 12-year-olds. I was like, I have to get out of here. And so I just picked one at random and like ran away. But this is in the shade Toast. Okay, well, let me take my lip, my lip off again. Yeah, this is the tinted one. No scent, which is fine. Ooh, that is nice. Ooh, not sticky. Wow. Okay, Rhode. Putting out a nice peptide lip treatment. Yeah, not sticky. Wow. Actually, I really like that. Think we may have another contender. If you're interested in any of the products I mentioned in this video, you can click the Shop My Favorites link in the description below to shop the products I mentioned during the Sephora sale. If you've made it this far, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments what you're picking up from the sale. Low key though, this Rhode lip gloss is, I have to stop. I have to control myself.